On Tuesday, Donald Trump fired Rex Tillerson on Twitter. Now, the domino effect after that has some good news in it and some bad news in it. The good news in it is that Tom Cotton did not become head of the CIA. This is the extremely odd, extremely hawkish ideologue, a senator from Arkansas, Islamophobic tendencies, and has been since he was in his late teens, went around and constructed a career around that to give those bigotries some establishment credentials. He then, won a Senate campaign, and he was shortlisted to be a CIA chief. He's done a terrific job ingratiating himself with Donald Trump. Not that that is difficult. Everybody watching knows exactly what you need to do to get on his good side. Instead of him getting the job, it went to Gina Haspel, who some of you may remember from the Torture Chronicles. This is a woman who ran a black site and oversaw torture. Eric and I were talking about this earlier, and he said, well, is this somebody who was kind of just following orders? No, this is somebody who was giving the orders. She was running the black site. She was overseeing the torture sessions. And when Barack Obama became president, he very deliberately said, we're not going to prosecute these individuals who committed war crimes. We are going to look forward, not backward. Now, the error in that judgment is now being shown. A person who, by all rights, should be in prison for what she did when she was overseeing this black site where she was helping to carry out torture, is now not in prison, but instead will be director of the CIA. Now, if Donald Trump wanted to name her CIA director from prison, that would certainly be his right. He could pardon her. He could then elevate her. But that would put the conversation in much starker focus, and it's very unlikely that it would have happened. But Obama's rhetoric that he used around that decision was panned by the left at the time, and now it's shown to be completely off base, because if he were actually looking forward and not backward, he would recognize that not having any consequences, that not taking prosecutorial action against people that committed crimes meant that A, those crimes would be committed by a future Republican Party whenever it did take power again, and B, those very same criminals may commit those same crimes again. And so if Obama could have actually looked forward, as he said he was doing, let's look forward in the year 2009, all he would have to do is look forward to the year 2018 and say, oh, this person is in the torture report as one of the architects of this project will actually now be running the CIA because of inaction on the part of Democrats at the time. That does not excuse George W. Bush's role in creating an architecture for torture. It does not excuse Donald Trump for knowingly and purposefully elevating somebody, but it certainly also does not excuse the role that President Obama played in it in an attempt to paper over the previous 8 years. And that's why I say that it's possible that depending on what Democrat, if any, is elected in the future, there may be a political appetite to go a different direction. It does get very dicey when you start putting your political opponents in jail. On the other hand, there is a rule of law question that is at work here. She was carrying out what are widely regarded to be, across the world, war crimes, and was not held accountable for them.